What's going on, everyone? Today we're going to be talking about Crypto.com and their new Visa cards update. Now, it's really not looking good for Crypto.com. Now, about a month ago, I made a video talking about the truth about Crypto.com because they pretty much slashed all of their earning rates. For example, for their stablecoins, you would have to lock up the equivalent of $4,000 worth of CRO, and you would have to lock that up for 3 months or more to be able to get a 8% yield on a stablecoin. And for that, you would even have to lock that up for 3 months, which it's really not good if you actually think of it. So Crypto.com slashed this about a month ago, and guess what they just did? Well, they actually just announced that as of June 1st, they're pretty much going to be slashing a lot of the rates for their Visa cards. So it's really not looking good for the exchange. Let's talk about it in this video, and let's kind of go over some of the different rates and what to expect for Crypto.com, and also a better platform to use in the future. Now, of course, if you want market updates and more videos just like this, make sure to hit the subscribe button right now. Now, I want to talk about this. I made a video 8 months ago talking about Crypto.com, why I was extremely bullish on it, and I made a crypto debit card guide, and I really liked Crypto.com. I like the card, and I was extremely bullish on it. And I even made a separate video just talking about Crypto.com, some of the fundamentals and all of that. And that was 6 months ago when it was trading, when one CRO was trading at and around 17 cents. And, you know, until then, it actually bumped up and went close to $1. And I really liked Crypto.com. As you guys knew, I talked about it a lot. Now, ever since then, I've changed my mind about it up until recently when I found a new platform that I really like to use for staking different stablecoin assets like USDC and UST, which you can get up to a 9 to 13% APY. When you use the link in the description below for this video, it's actually a service called HODLNOT. And yeah, when you sign up for that link in the description below, you can actually get a free $30 USDC equivalent when you sign up with that link in the description below. And I highly recommend this platform because with this platform, you can be earning on a couple of different assets. We're going to talk about that later, but as for now, let's talk about some of the updates for their new card earning rates. Now, this is going to be effective on June 1st of 2022, and right now it's actually May 1st of 2022. This article just came out, and before people start commenting in the section that I'm shilling other exchanges or programs or something like that, I'm not sponsored by anyone. And not just that, I was also extremely bullish on Crypto.com for the longest time up until recently when they slashed their earn rates for a lot of their different products. I think that there's other exchanges and other platforms that are much better and that also offers decent customer support and are not just using their entire marketing budget and instead actually putting a lot of their money towards their actual products and making their products better. So I just want to say that before anyone comments, I was extremely bullish on Crypto.com up until recently. So things definitely changed for me. So let's get into the new rates. Let's talk about this. So reduction of CRO card rewards. Card holders with an active 6-month stake and who staked before May 1st of 2022 will continue to earn CRO card rewards on spending at the current rate until their 180-day stake expires. Thereafter, the revised rates will apply. Card holders who stake CRO after their 180-day lockup expires will earn card spending rewards as per the schedule below. So it's just saying that card holders who stake before May 1st of 2022 will continue to earn the CRO rewards, and pretty much that's going to change after their 6-month or 180-day stake expires. Once that stake expires, then they're going to be getting their new rewards. So what are the new rewards? So for the card tier, Midnight Blue, for no stake, it's a 0%. For an active stake, it's 0%. So this is really just nothing, and you pretty much just have a plastic card in your pocket for no good reason, essentially. Now, the Ruby Steel, right? Let's take a look at the Ruby Steel. That is the red one, okay? You'd have to stake, I believe it's $400 worth, or I'm in Europe right now, so the equivalent of 350 euros. And that was a 2%, and what it's going to be is a 0.5%. So changing from a 2% to a 0.5%, and that's what the revised CRO card rewards at an active stake. So you'd have to be actively staking up to around $400 worth to actually be getting a 0.5% cash back on your card. And it's going to be a 0% for no staking. So if you didn't stake before, it would actually be a 1%, whereas the Royal and Indigo and Jade Green, it would be a 1.5%. The Frosty Ice White, 1.75%, and Obsidian at 2%. So in most cases, it's really incentivized to actually be staking because comparatively, you'd be getting up to a 2% for the Ruby Steel, 3% for the green or purple, 5% for the frosted ice white or the frosted rose gold, and also 8% for the obsidian. Now, the most popular one, the royal indigo in jade green, right? Okay, this one, you would have to stake the equivalent of $4,000 or 3,500 euros to get a 3% cash back, right? Really good. I was talking about this a long time ago. I really liked the rate. I thought that the amount that you would have to stake is really not bad. I think it's totally worth the 3% in most cases. And right now, it's actually going to be a 0.5% for a no stake, no lockup. And then for an active stake, it's going to be a 1.5%. So pretty much just slashing that rate right in half. It's probably going to upset a lot of people. And then when we're talking about the icy white or frosted rose gold, for a no stake, that's going to be a 1%. And then for an active stake, it's going to be 3%. And this one is for locking up 35,000 euros or the equivalent of, I believe that's around $40,000. And before, this was a 5% rate, but again, they're going to be slashing that to a 3% rate. And then when we're talking about Obsidian, which I think you have to be a god of crypto to actually be, that interested in Crypto.com, to actually have that card and, staking the equivalent of that much. This is going to be a 2% for no staking, and then it's going to be a 5% for active staking. So the highest tier, right? Obsidian, 350,000 euros or the equivalent of around $400,000. And before, this was around a 8% rate. And what they're going to be doing is slashing that to a 5% rate. So I really think this is not looking good for Crypto.com. I think a normal credit card in most cases is probably going to be better than this, or looking elsewhere at a service like, for example, I know of Gemini, and they have around a 3% cash back on dining, 2% on groceries, 1% back on all other purchases, and you can actually earn rewards in over 60 plus different cryptocurrencies. And by the way, I'm not sponsored by them and I don't have any affiliate link. Let's take a look at the subreddits and see what people are saying online about them. So if you want to lock in your 3-month earn terms before June 1st, better lock it in 1.5 weeks before, in case they nerf the interest rates again the preceding weekend, right? So he's pretty much joking because they continue just slash rates all around. So here's another one. Bought $40,000 worth of this shitcoin so I could earn around 8.5% on my Bitcoin. Now less than 6 months later, that number would be around 2.975%. This post says that Bitcoin would be 2.6%, which by my math doesn't even match the info from the link they provided. I feel rugged, to be honest, and I heard an ad for CDC on a podcast today advertising industry leading rates. So anyone with a midnight blue card has a useless plastic square in the front of their pocket today. Yes, it's kind of sad, right? There's no incentive to actually have that card at all because you actually have to load up money onto that card to even use it in the first place. So it's like, why not just use a normal debit card? And so Crypto.com, this is another top post on the cryptocurrency subreddit. Cryptocom has just rugged their users. They killed CRO staking rewards from June 1st for all card tiers. So here's another post on the Cryptocom subreddit. The Kronos withdrawal delays are making CDC look bad. Each week brings a new issue. What happened to the CDC that was on fire last autumn with incredible comms, solid service, and so much potential? And this is the same question that I'm wondering as well. Again, during this time, I was extremely bullish on the platform. And now just look what happened. They slashed their earning rates on different things such as stable coins to make it as a service that most people aren't even going to be incentivized to even use anymore. So let's talk about a service that I actually really enjoy, that I made a video about, and that I used daily and that I love. This is HODLNOT. Now, I'm not sponsored by them, but I use them and I have an affiliate link for them. And I believe they have 8 different supported assets. Some of the most popular ones would be Bitcoin, and you can actually earn up to a 5.3% APY on it. That's for your first one. And then as you have more, it actually declines with each one that you continue to add to that position. Now, also with Ethereum, you can get up to a 5.4% APY. And, I don't use that for Bitcoin or Ethereum. I don't think it's the best, but when it comes to something like USDC, for your first 100K deposit of USDC, you can get up to a 9.4% APY on USDC, which I think is absolutely amazing. It's extremely simple to use. And for USDT, it's the same thing. It's a 9.41%. And then when it comes to UST, there's actually no cap for the amount that you can deposit, so it can be any amount, and you will continue to earn a 13.86% APY. So again, I think that's a platform that is extremely great and also extremely competitive to some of the rates that Crypto.com had before. And again, if you want to sign up to this platform, you can get up to a free $30 equivalent of USDC when you sign up in the link in the description below. So what do you guys think about Crypto.com and their new card rates? I really think that it's not looking good for the future of Crypto.com. Now, like I said before, I was extremely bullish on Crypto.com and their cards. I just thought it was a great service to be using. But as of right now, I think there's so many other exchanges and platforms that are coming about that have really good incentives to use versus Crypto.com. I just don't think it's looking good for them. And there's just not many incentives to even want to use the card or the exchange anymore. Let me know what you guys have to think in the comment section down below. I'm out of breath for speaking so much right now. Anyways, guys, have a good Sunday and the rest of your week, and I'll see you guys later.